Okay. So, hi guys, thank you for joining our first online session, aside from the General Assembly, of course. Tonight, we're going to have the IFSA 101, where we will learn about facts about IFSA, what are the events that IFSA does every year, and the structure so that in case you want to apply for a position for the next term, you get to have a brief background of the departments and subcommissions that make up IFSA. Though we have a separate session for that, and it's included in the schedule, so you can check that out later. And our fourth content for tonight or today is the CommComms 101 and Cappottone 101. It's a very vital part of the IFSA culture, so you need to know what that. And lastly is the members accounts. So yeah, for our speakers today, we have me, of course, I am Belle. I'm the internal counselor. And Chloe, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. Excuse my voice. Hi everyone. I'm Chloe, the current CommComms head for this term of IFSA, and it's so nice to meet you all. Let's make the session a banger.
Yes. Okay. Bora.
Hello everyone. My name is Bora, and currently also for select next term Southern European regional representative from LC Istanbul, Turkey. Yeah, just that.
Yes. Thank you, Chloe and Bora. Okay, so now let's proceed to the facts about IFSA. And some of you may already know about these facts. So first is IFSA was founded in 1990, and that actually the main headquarters of IFSA is in Freiburg, Germany. Though throughout the years, we've expanded to the other regions. That's why our meetings are usually done in Germany, but now we are trying to diversify the locations of our IFSA meetings. And IFSA is present in all continents but one. Can you guess what continent that is? Ali, do you know the answer? Or maybe Umar or Elizabeth, do you know the answer to this? Sorry, not Elizabeth. TJ or Wenning, can you guess?
Ooh.
Yeah, Antarctica. Yes, that's correct.
Yay!
Yeah. Thank you. We unfortunately don't have any prize, but that's correct. We have we have LCs in every region or continent except for Antarctica. So thank you for answering. And in the 2000s, we had West and East Europe regions. So there was the Western Europe regional meetings, but now we just have Northern Europe and Southern Europe regional meetings. And the first IFSS outside Europe occurred in 1993, and that was in Malaysia. But as far as I know, at the moment, we don't have any active LCs in Malaysia. So yeah, hopefully we can have or we can revive the LC that we used to have there. And did you know that everyone in IFSA, all the LC members used to have their own IFSA email account. So that's name.surname.ifsa@gmail.com. But now only the officials or the organizing committee members have the ifsa.net email accounts, as far as I know. And we are the best student association in the world. That's true. And we're actually one, yeah. Yeah, so we proclaimed that. And if you attended the General Assembly last night or yesterday, we have around 12,000 members. So I guess that fact alone makes us the best student association in the world. Yes. And
greatest, biggest, and best.
Yes. Yes, that's right. And we have our official colors, but we can't decide between light or dark green. And that's probably a task for our design subcommission next term. And yeah. And do you know why we use IFSA.net instead of hashtag IFSA? Can anyone try to guess? And then Bora can give the answer once you guys guess. So why is it hashtag IFSA.net? Okay, since we don't have any guesses, Bora, can you explain?
Okay, guys, this is a little bit weird story. So I'm from Turkey, and in Turkish, like IFSA is meaning kind of dirty stuff. And when you use IFSA and put the internet and a web world, the the web world is misunderstanding this, then show to you dirty pictures or something. That's why a few times ago we decided to IFSA.net to using this. Yeah, that's all. So just don't use just IFSA. If you wanna don't see any weird pictures, that don't use it. Yeah.
I was actually the social media head in 2020, and I made the mistake of using hashtag IFSA in our posts, and I'll never do that mistake again. So don't do that mistake. Now you know why we don't use hashtag IFSA.
Yeah, anytime IFSA.net or in capital IFSA. That's all.
And on the 30th of February next year, we're going to launch our merchandise platform. Finally, it's been in the works for years, and hopefully on the 30th of February we have it. But in all jokes aside, one of the reasons why we don't have our merchandise platform yet is because of some difficulties in making it happen. But hopefully in the future we get to have our own merchandise platform, so we can proudly showcase IFSA wherever we go, right? Through t-shirts or through pins or bags. Yeah. So hopefully in the future we have one. And we have an unofficial anthem. So if you attended the General Assembly yesterday, you should know what it is, but Bora will demonstrate it to us now. Wait, I'll just share my screen again. Are you ready, Bora?
Yes, I'm ready. Just I can't very well, but I can do that. So we have fun music from Finland. Okay, you see yourself, guys. It's like kind of, and also you are moving to your legs, like this.
Kaikille matkustajille.
Definitely. Then like legs also.
Meidän laivassa, siinä on iso reikä pohjassa. Ja se uppoaa, ja se uppoaa.
You don't want to finish the song?
Okay. Then your legs, not your arms or something, as I remember. I hope I remember very well. Finish
Ylös alas
flat.
näin ja näin, ykköspumppu nyt jo käy. Meidän laivassa, siinä on iso reikä.
You're perfect, woman. Great.
Ja se uppoaa, jos se ryhtyy pumppaamaan.
Then your legs or something. Also like do it
Ylös alas näin ja näin, yksi pumppu nyt jo käy. Ylös alas näin ja näin, kakkospumppukin jo käy. Mut meidän laivassa, siinä on iso reikä pohjassa.
Thank you, Bora. Okay, that was the most exercise I've done for this week. Thank you, Bora, for leading.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yes. So that's our unofficial anthem. Okay. Now, we have our international nights, may it be in person or online. And international nights are always considered legendary, or probably the best event in any IFSA meetings, because there we get to showcase the culture of our country and we get to learn about other countries' culture as well. And just a side note, we're going to have our online international night on the 9th of September, 2 p.m. UTC +0. So please register so that your country can also present. And yeah, I hope to see you guys there. So that's just a side note. So let's proceed to the next fact. Our first IFSS outside Great Britain. This is right? It's in Belgium, 1986.
Yeah.
And yeah, correct. And lastly, we used to send physical newsletters to the subscribers, but now you can receive our virtual newsletters if you subscribe through our IFSA website, and then you'll get the newsletter every month and it will be sent through your email. Yeah. So now let's proceed to the IFSA structure. And as mentioned earlier, we're going to give a brief background of what IFSA is made up of. So if you're planning to apply for an official position, we have 3 departments. That's the external department, internal department, and the membership department. So maybe we can proceed first with the membership department. The board first, So the IFSA direction consists of the president, the vice president, the treasurer, and the executive secretary. So they're the very core of IFSA. And then we have the board members, including the direction members. We have the internal counselor, the membership counselor, and the external counselor. So they lead their respective departments. So in the membership department, which is led by the membership counselor, we have the regional representatives that represent their own region. So for example, we have Latin American regional representatives, Northern American, Southern European, Southern Africa, and Asia Pacific. And we also have our internal department. And the internal department is led by the internal counselor and 2 head of commissions, which is communication and capacity development. So in the communication, yes, Chloe is actually our communication commission head. And yeah, the communication commission consists of the officials that manage our communication channels, such as Discord, web, social media, and publications, which write the newsletters. And we also have the design subcommission that is in charge of creating the social media cards or any other things that need design. And now the capacity development commission, they are responsible for capacity building of the members and even LCs within IFSA. So we have the Carbon and Sustainability Subcommission, Cultural Competency, Forest Education, Language, Mentorship, Gender, and our joint task force with IUFRO, and also their deputy coordinators. And lastly, we have our external department led by our external counselor, and they have 2 head of commissions, which are international policy and partners. So the partners commission, they're in charge of serving as a bridge between our partners and IFSA. So the partners consist of C4, EFI, FAO, ITTO, IUFRO, RECOFT, and TFD, and also Forest Europe. And lastly, we have our International Policy Commission. So they're in charge of leading the delegations or conferences which we take part of as IFSA. So that consists of the WFF, UNFF, UNFCCC, UNEP, UNCBD. So basically, that's the IFSA structure. And if you want to know more about the specific task or the responsibilities of each position, you can check it on the website through ifsa.net/structure. Or if you want to have an in-depth background on how to apply to become one of these officials, we have our how to become an IFSA official this week for online IFSS. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so yeah, now we have our IFSA events. So we have 3 types of IFSA events. We have IFSS, we have regional meetings, and unofficial meetings. So first, the IFSS are it's an annual IFSA event for all IFSA members. And you know that we are currently having our IFSS, and unfortunately, we're not there. But for this year, it's the 50th IFSS, which is happening in Chile. And in next year, it's going to be Germany. But for 2024, we still have an open call for it. So if your LC is interested in hosting IFSS, we currently have an open call and you can apply for that. Yeah, so basically IFSS is where you get to know the culture and the forestry practices of the host country, and that's where we conduct our general assemblies. And second, we have our regional meetings. So I mentioned earlier that we have our own regions, right? So each region conducts their own regional meetings to gather all the LCs. So for example, we have Southern Europe regional meeting, Northern Europe, Asia Pacific, Northern Africa, Latin America, Southern Africa, and Canada, America. Yes. And lastly, for unofficial meetings, usually these are conducted for the officials or sometimes even LC. So we have interim, that's where all the officials gather in the middle of the term to talk about the first half of the term and their plans for the second half. And board meetings, department meetings, commission meetings, and sub-regional meetings. Maybe Bora can give us a background on what sub-regional meetings are.
Yeah, and sub-regional meetings, as you understand from name, actually this is not official name, but we call at least sub-regional. So for example, we are on kind of Balkan meetings. Balkan is kind of region and in the Southern Europe, but kind of sub-region. So we are making kind of unofficial meetings and inviting to the people, then getting more information about IFSA or IFSA World and like exertion or something, then presentations, then like fun times. Also, we had other example, for example, 2018, there was a like Ukrainian meeting enjoying under name Enjoying Ukraine. Then also Serbia before had the meetings like kind of again regional meetings. Also Slovenia and other LCs and other countries that kind of, if you close to as like geographically, you can do that. Yeah, it's like basic like that. So not official names of regional, but you can imagine it how it's like that, like between LCs or just LCs. Yeah, it's like that generally.
And this year, Germany also had the Germany meeting. So that can be an official meeting. Yeah. So thanks for okay, now I give the floor to Chloe, our head of Communication Commission, to explain what CommComms 101 is.
Hey everyone again. So for context, CommComms 101 is a document that was made last year for just this term. And then it is compiled of ways on how you can reach to the Communication Commission so that we can relay the news or anything else that you would like us to share on the IFSA media, anything relating to your LC or forestry that you would like us to publish. We'd love to help with that. And then, if you would recall Belle's description in the IFSA wheel, the communications team is composed of 5 subcommissions. That's design, Discord, publications, social media, and then the website. And each of these subcommission heads were part of these officials. They handle the requests for the respective platforms, and CommComms 101 details what you can request from them. So next slide, please. So at present, we have no chapter for Discord, but this will be updated at in the incoming term. I just like to put that for Discord, we have a support channel. So if you're part of the IFSA Discord, you can go directly to the support channel. And if you want to ask someone from the Discord subcommission, hey, can you update us about this? Or can you help us promote our event for this meeting? Can you help create a channel for talking about a specific topic? They can be accessed through this channel, and more details are posted here. And then we can go to the next slide. So we've highlighted some of the requests that will be here. First is the Design Commission, who mostly is involved with template making and is involved with maybe helping with designing things relating to IFSA. Related to this is the IFSA band guidelines, where we have instructions on the color palette for IFSA, the logo, and that's a separate thing that don't need to worry about now. But that's the gist of what design is involved in with the CommComms 101 requests. And next slide, please. So we also have the newsletter publications. If you're not subscribed yet to the IFSA newsletter, please do so. We have released news for both promoting LCs or sharing information and opportunities released by our partners or by IFSA itself. So it's a lot of in events and experiences shared on there. And you can access this in the IFSA website. And if you want to submit news that will be published in the newsletter, you can go to the News Factory. That's also on the IFSA website. And there's a neat little infographic here that shows the process on submitting news. And you could use that to follow up with what you would need to compile. There's going to be a Google form that requests specific information like the website links or maybe captions that you would like to add, images that you would like to feature, and these can be processed through our publication subcommission. And that's essentially it for newsletter. Next slide, please. So here we have the website navigation. When you go to the IFSA website, you see the drop-down pane, and then you see the news factor choice. And that's about it. Next slide, please. Yes, excuse me. Reiteration of what it looks like on the IFSA website. So if you want to see the infographic again, maybe in higher quality, you can visit the page itself. Next slide, please. And there's a preview here of the News Factory G form. So the instructions are also there, so you won't be too confused. But if you want to ask more things, you can email the Communications Commission or the publications. And next slide, please. Next, we have social media requests. If you want to have IFSA social media interact with your LC's social media, or if you want to share opportunities from your LC or from, for example, if you're an IFSA official and you're working with a partner and you want that to be shared with the IFSA social media, you can reach us through the request site that is here. So we will ask for specific details on what you would like to share. Will you be needing a specific hashtag, a specific caption, or a specific card or photo that will accompany your post? And that will be forwarded to the commission and posted on this IFSA social media. So next slide, please. Okay, so the next few sections of this are all managed by the web subcommission. So whoa, big clapping for our web head for managing this. So there's at least 4 that are managed here, and the simple stuff we can start with is the new IFSA mail account for officials and commissioners. Next slide, please. For the just a recap on the new IFSA mail account for new officials and commissioners. I think the slide was lost here, but I can quickly explain it. And so if you remember the discussion by Belle and Bora a while ago on the IFSA.net email, when you're an IFSA official, you get access to the IFSA.net platform, and from that you also get access to the Google Workspace. So if you would like to apply, please do so and send your application forms before September 3. Yes. Yeah, and that's essentially it. The subcommission manages creating those new emails and giving you guys access to the Google Workspace. And then there's also the IFSA Zoom platform. So like what we're using now, the account that's used for IFSA events is also able to be used by our LC members, like especially if they are featuring IFSA in their event. So maybe you guys have an event going on, and then there's an IFSA person who is a guest speaker. You can ask for help. Would it be okay if we use the IFSA account to create this platform, this session, since IFSA has a premium Zoom account? And that's something that the web manages. And then there are also specific details to help you. So we'll be asking who can be the host for this so that the web subcommissioner can directly assign you. And then that's essentially it. For the IFSA YouTube channel, this is also temporarily managed by the head of web. So, but in previous terms, it was managed by social media. So you could say that multiple people in the CommComms manage the IFSA YouTube. So if you want something uploaded to the YouTube channel, like for example, this session can be uploaded to the YouTube channel, or previews or other IFSA events or your LC events can also be featured there. You just need to write a request to the web subcommissioner. And last but not least, all right, yes, we would like to request like and subscribe to the IFSA YouTube channel to stay updated with our events. We also have so many new things that you would like that would be interesting, like for example, capacity building workshops that would help you in your soft skills, like maybe team management or Google spreadsheets. You could check that in the playlist in our channel, and then that would be very mind opening, since there are a lot of things that even I don't know that I learned from these workshops, and it's very uplifting to learn new things. And next slide, please. Last but not least, we have donate a picture, which is also on the IFSA website, following these specific tabs. So if you want to contribute to IFSA's social media, especially if you are vested in making stock photos, or maybe you want to share photos that you took from an IFSA event, like maybe even right now, you could share it to the donate a picture form, and then you would be helping IFSA create like a database for images that they can use in other media and other platforms. Like for example, the default image that's on the website, that could be your picture there, and we'll be giving proper credits, especially if it's relevant. And that's about it for CommComms 101. Thank you, Belle. I'll pass the floor back to you guys.
Thanks, Chloe. Okay, Bora, now you have the floor.
Yeah, so this is my part. So guys, first of all, you see in the kind of video gift there, that name is Cappottone of IFSA. This is kind of, we are showing our love, respect, and feelings and everything to the IFSA members and IFSA family. This is example how we can do that. By the way, I was there, but just was standing there because I was scaring. We can move to the next slide. So as I said, the best way to show love in IFSA family, then like if you ask like etymologically, in originally Italian tradition, now a kind of IFSA, and like literally means is be caught in Italian language. So also we have kind of rules, because, you know, after all, we are doing like physically stuff. We should be carefully about that. IFSA cares about rules, you know. So now please pay attention to not hurt anyone, because if someone said, oh, don't do that or something, you should stop immediately, suddenly, and try to touch the ground if you can, because if you try to touch the ground, then you won't hurt yourself too much. Then after meals, never don't do that, because you know our foods should be in our stomach, not the outside, because after all on the backs a lot of people there, so it should be dangerous and problematically for your stomach and for around. You don't want to dirty everywhere or something, make it dirty. So when people are drunk, nope, never don't do that, because when people are drunk they can't feel the real feels and real the movement. So just don't do that, can be dangerous, or lack of blah blah blah. Just don't do that. Any other moment, definitely. If you're sad, just tell sad, then Cappottone will come to you. Then if you warn about something, Cappottone to you. If you increase and raise in the Discord channel, Cappottone to you. Just in any moment we have a Cappottone. Then perfect to wake up people in the morning. But again, our priority is make them wake up and make them stand up, not kill. So be like kind when you do that. So don't jumping, just do it like a Cappottone or something. Then of course, the more Cappottone, the better, just better. We can move next one. So remove Cappottone, as I said in my sentences, we have Discord channel. As you know, if you don't know, definitely you should download and you should get in there, get involved. Then you can do Cappottone also online, as you said, as you see in the beginning of the Cappottone slides. So in any Discord channel in the IFSA server, send a message with word Cappottone, then you can tag the people, you can add the people, then that's mean Cappottone to X, for example, Cappottone Isabelle, Cappottone Claire, Cappottone Ali, Umar, everyone, that's mean Cappottone to you, then showing love to the people. Then we can move it, I think. Yeah, and when you do Cappottone and the online version, then if you click more than a few times, you will see your name to there, as you see that Simone, Massaro, like that's mean multiple times you're making Cappottone to the people. That was online part of Cappottone's history. We can move it. Yeah, guys, maybe from outside of IFSA, and from there it can be really kind of weird stuff or like kind of simple stuff, but really for this is one of the biggest tradition. For example, we have Cappottone variants, standing Cappottone and sleeping Cappottone. You see, he is our MC, membership counselor, and like COVID variants, we do not accept that, and Cappottone variants, we accept that. He did this during the COVID times because we needed a lot of Cappottone from world. Then standing Cappottone is just like easily kind of hugging to the people, like Cappottone and hugging to the people.
Like a group
Sleeping
hug, right?
Cappottone. Sorry, what?
Like a group hug.
Yeah,
Standing.
group hug, like we are standing, like for example, Isabella is in the middle of the group, then Cappottone, and I'm bothering Isabella or something, Isabella or something. Sleeping Cappottone, as you know, someone if get tired or something, then sleeping, just go be silent and immediately Cappottone, then try to wake up the people or something. It's like we can move, I think so. Yeah, Cappottone is done. I hope we will have other traditions, like we are trying to find another one, speechless, but this is maybe for next times we will explain this. Members account. Guys, this is really seriously one of the most important stuff in IFSA family, because as you know, for example, you are our members, we are members of our LC, also all of them as member of IFSA family. So if you go to the website, you will see like there is a membership verification. That's mean if you do that, you became a kind of you have proof to you are a member of IFSA as online and as a website. They can see you, and definitely we should do that. And if you have a problem about verification membership, also there is a session about you can get contact with the people, because there is a kind of mail address to get in contact. And why? Actually, there is a lot of reason, but I will give it to you like main one. So progress bar when completing 3 learning models, and can receive certificate when completing 3 learning, because they can find you easily because your information will be there after all. Then it's the easy way. Then access to Treehouse. As I said, when you go to website and when you try to fill out the questions, also there's a session about Treehouse, kind of IFSA's project, kind of free Airbnb or couch surfing or something. You can go to the IFSA friends, if he is, she is, whatever you want to say, available. You can get, and also you can be host, then you can give your informations, then address and schools, LCs, then they can know you, and getting together with IFSA friend. Then can apply for events and positions without need to have an LC confirmation. So just imagine it, you're a member of your LC and you want to make, you want to apply for official position, then you will need a kind of signature from your LC, head of LC, or president of LC, or vice president of LC. That's been like, for example, Isabelle is our member, then done. But if you get in membership verification perfectly, you will not need this, then you can apply, then we can see you. And of course, easily accessible statistic, we can have it, because as you know, the world is changing, we are following the and we are following the internet, so it's easy, we can move it. And if you ask how we are doing this, we can move it, I think so. Yeah. So again, there is a like sessions, 3 balance sessions. Then you're going to do like how to register. Really easy. Just click the register. Then the website will, if you want, you can click, but I'm not sure. You can click if you want to for show the people, but it's already like kind of screenshot or something. So just, yeah, when you go to click, it's like you are going to do, you should give your informations, then you will become like member, like you verification membership. Other important things, LC admin. The previous one about yourself, this one about your LC. LC admin, like every LC has this account automatically. When you go to website, you will see their username and password. Username is your LC accounts.net account, and password is your, when you use your password when you get in Gmail, the same password. Then when you go to there, you can rule the people, you can see the members. In short, you will have a power to ruling to do people and your IFSA members. And there's a session, LC admin, profile, location, notification, messages, friends, settings. This is easy. If you need, if you need, and you can go settings. If you have message, you will see. If you have notification from your members, from your somewhere, you will see it. Location is your location, profile is your profile, your LC's profile already. And this tree, you see there, approval pending, active member, export and import members. So approval is, as you understand from meaning of approval, if you need, yeah, Isabella is showing you now. If someone want to get in there, there is information, last name, mail, and web search, website, member type, new. If he is, she is, and whatever you want to say, is your member, you can approve and you can reject. And when you go to inside, also there is a dashboard session. When you go to dashboard session, you will see this list. Who want to come to join and who want to join is or something. Then also guide is there. You can, how to register the LC admin. This is really easy, but already you have automatically has this account. Again, when you see the username, your lc.net, then password is Gmail password as same. As I remember was like that. If I'm wrong, just fix me, people, correct me. But as I remember, it was like that. So it's totally like that. We can move, I think. So I think we're done. Yes. And this is from interim, as I remember. As you see, guys, we can get easily statistic for example, like this. So that's number account verified per week. This is belong to interim time, but we will update this end of the term, then it will be different. So you see there is like November 2021, December 2021, then January, February, then interim, like officials meetings. So you see like 108 verified and 432 registered, but now it's much more bigger. So just go to there and make your verification, then be happy. Then it's easy way. We can go, I think so. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Also, when you go to the website, you can see session if you need any help or something. Chloe, do you have any question? Okay, okay, great.
I have a
Thank you.
question though. What was your
Okay.
first Cappottone like?
Oh, what was? As I remember, like my president of LC like 5 years ago were explaining to me. Then he was saying Cappottone, then hugging me. Then I was like, what? What's going on there? Because because generally I'm not too much physical person to do first time with people. But first time, then I'm totally sincerity. Then I was like, oh, what's going on? Then they were explaining to me. Yeah, as I remember, it was like that. And second one is in, I think, in Switzerland again. Yeah, it was like that. And it was great.
Yeah, and probably in interim too, because it's a tradition. So you do that there as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
my first Cappottone was in South Korea when we had the World Forestry Congress. So I was in my room and then the other delegates just jumped in and said Cappottone, and I was not prepared and I couldn't breathe. So that's why you need to inform other people when you're giving a Cappottone. So you prepare yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. For example, I will give it a short story. When we are in the like SEM 2022, as you see from t-shirt, in Italy, Sardinia, and we made a Cappottone to someone. Then we were like, made a Cappottone, like grounding Cappottone, not standing, not sleeping. He was like, oh, what's going on? What's happening? Or something. And we were like, dude, this is tradition. That's why I explained to your LCs, this is traditional stuff of IFSA.
Yeah. What about you, Chloe? Do you want to ask anything or share something?
Unfortunately, I'm the only one among the speakers who was unable to get a Cappottone in person. So I sympathize with all those who have yet to experience a Cappottone here. That's all. That's part of my sharing for that. And I don't have too much. What you were saying, Bora?
No, I was just want to say, by the way, I can't say Cappottone. I mean, I can say, but if I'm saying immediately, I say Capitone.
Cappottone.
That means sometimes,
Oh.
yeah, that means sometimes I can't write on the Discord. Now I will give it to you, my Capitone, Chloe.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully when we all meet, hopefully in next year's IFSS or interim, we get to have our first Cappottones. Yeah.
Yeah, hope
What
so.
about I hope so. What about the others here in our audience? Do you have any questions that you'd like to ask? Or maybe experiences that you would like to share if you've ever had your first Cappottone? Just leave it in the chat box. Okay, we have a question from Winning. So, by the way, how if I have an official Gmail account, if sus, still I need to fill the member account that needed to be verified by my LC. So from what I understand from this, you can have multiple verified accounts under your LC. But if you want your other email to be verified, you would still need to fill out the questions needed in order to be verified by your LC president. Bora, maybe you have anything else to add?
Yeah. Definitely same as you said. Yeah, as I remember, and as you said, definitely same.
Yes.
So, for
And
example, I was official, was fill out the website after all. then yeah, both of it.
Okay. Thank you, Bora. And thank you, Wenning, for the question. So what about the others? Do you have questions? Okay, we have another one. And yeah, I did want to do some humble bragging if I did a Cappottone in the internal department meeting. Yes, Wenning was part of the first hybrid internal department meeting in Indonesia, and she was part of the meeting. So sad I wasn't there, but yeah, they also did multiple variations of Cappottone. They did a ground Cappottone, a standing Cappottone, and yeah, it was fun. It was fun watching from Zoom since it was hybrid. Thanks, Wenning, for sharing and for asking the question. How about the others? Before we proceed to the picture taking, do you want to ask any more questions? Okay, so I guess we don't have any more questions. So now we can proceed with the picture time. So if you're able to open your camera, please do so we can document this moment and share it on our social media accounts. Yeah, so please open your camera. Yeah. Wait. Oops, wait, not yet, sorry. Okay, what about Yuyo, Vaughn, and Wenning? Can you open your camera, please? Okay. So Yuyo is going to open her camera. What about you, Wenning?
Wait, please.
Okay, no worries. We're not going to take it without you. Nice to see your beautiful faces.
Yes.
Also, if you want to have our background, wait, I'll send it again here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we have our background. There it is. In case you want to use it. Oh, sorry, not yet. Okay. I accidentally pressed the screenshot. Wenning, are you ready?
I don't have.
Okay, Wenning is here. Yay. Okay. Smile, guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay, what about this? It's another IFSA tradition. So if you want to do this.
Kind of speechless, great times or something.
Unfortunately, I can't raise my other hand, but I'll just do this. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one. Last. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yay! Thank you guys for joining. And just an announcement, we're not done yet with online IFSS. This is just the first event. We have our General Assembly tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. UTC +0, and the next day after that we have our IFSA project session. And the schedule is available on our social media account, so you can just check it there. Okay. Thank you guys for joining. Have a wonderful day.
Yes. Please also invite your LC members.
Yes. Okay. Thank you guys.